that is the grisette. That's it. I think it'll clear a little bit more. I haven't put gelatin in anything lately, so that's it. It's just Saison 2 yeast from White Labs. But yeah, it's real subdued kind of Saison kind of smell to it. It smells more like just like a Belgian. To me, anyway. I'm not an expert at all. It's got some fruit on the nose. Almost like a lemon on the nose. Light body, not watery, but on the light side of medium. Real soft bitterness in the back end. Really an easy drinker. Some fruit coming through. But again, doesn't really have like a Saison kind of taste to it. I don't know. It's pretty good. I like it. So tonight's Tuesday night. So tomorrow is Homebrew Wednesday. Ow! All right. Enough of that shit, skis. All right. Let's turn this around. We'll talk about. All right. So today's Tuesday night, and I've had a full one, man. I've been busy. So Friday night, I got home. I had some stuff to do Saturday, and I was planning on brewing Saturday. Then I got informed that I needed to have the afternoon kind of open. So since I'm all electric, I brewed Friday evening after work. So that was, I think I started heating water. A little after 5. I think I dove in right before 6. So Ohio time. So I was done, cleaned up. I think 11:30ish, 11 o'clock. Done, cleaned up. Beer in the fermenter, wort in the fermenter. So that was the Hoppy Brown. So I've got some video, but I'll go through kind of the grist. I'm not going to give you percentages. I'm going to give you weight. So I had 7 pounds of pale malt, 2 pounds. Let's see. How much? I didn't use the whole entire container of flaked oats. This is maybe about 2 pounds of flaked oats. 2 pounds of copper malt. Half a pound of Crystal 80. I substituted the brown malt for that. I couldn't get brown malt where I was at, so Crystal 80 was a substitute for that. So I got another half a pound of chocolate and a half a pound of Special B. So that's it. That's all the grist. So we'll do the hops. 0.44 ounces of Galena. Then we go straight to, that's a 60-minute edition. We don't have anything until a 15-minute edition after that. And that's an ounce of Amarillo. Then at Whirlpool, 180 degrees, that's an ounce and a half of Amarillo, an ounce of Azaka, and I threw in an ounce of Citra. So, gravity on that dude. The OG, as I pitched, was 1050, which was low. Which, let's see, Beersmith says, as I block everything. Let's see here. Estimated pre-boil was at 1053. My pre-boil was about 1048. So, yeah, measure actual gravity. And I should have had 1060, but I said 5.5 gallons. I had about a little over 6 gallons. So mine was 1050. So it's about right. I mean, if I would have had the right volume, it'd probably been okay. But I'm not really worried about it. I think I'm going to be fine. I'm okay with that. So then I pitched the 1968, sorry. 1968, the ESB Yeast, London ESB Ale Yeast, White Yeast, 1968. One thing I did, the right now, since it's hot here, my groundwater is not as cold as I was used to back when I lived at my other house. So I couldn't get this below 85. So I ran out of patience, got it down as far as I could go, which was about 85. Went ahead and transferred it to my fermenter. I went ahead and pitched. I pitched to 85 degrees and put it in my fermentation chamber and chilled it. And so then it was down to I got it set at 68. I got up in the next morning early, about 7ish, and it was down to 70. So it wasn't that warm very long. Hopefully it doesn't give me kind of off flavor or kind of screw me in the end. But yeah, so the brew day's done. The taste, the sample gravity that I had for my hydrometer tasted pretty good. The nose is pretty intense on that right now, with all this kind of citrusy hops and that brown special B kind of been off in the background. So should be pretty good, hopefully. One thing I did do while I was brewing, I went ahead and that's when I kegged this dude. I kegged it that night while I was doing that, and excuse me, cleaned the fermenter. So I turned that around, and that's the fermenter that I'm using now. So I was a busy boy. So then Saturday rolls around, and I've got 2 kegs to clean. So I cleaned 2 kegs, and I also bottled my Russian Imperial Stout. So yeah, I was pretty busy this weekend. Yeah, I got all that done. So I didn't do shit Sunday. I got a bunch of stuff cleaned up down here. Got some kegs clean, got my beer lines clean, so everything's ready to go. When I get this Hoppy Brown in the keg, I need to dry hop it. I'll probably dry hop it here in a few days. Then check the gravity. I gotta remember what my final gravity should be, since there's quite a bit of oats in there. It's not going to get super dry. It'll probably get down to like 10 to 14-ish, I'm thinking. So, 1968 is 1968. It'll quit working and just drop out of suspension and still have sugars there to eat, and just you got to either rouse them or raise the temperature and see what happens. But anyway. So that's where I'm at with that. So the grisette, we can go over the rest of that. I think this ended up being about 5.5%. So it's a little high for a grisette, I think. But anyway, it's 10 pounds of Pilsner, 1 pound of spelt, and 1 pound of flaked wheat. And that's it. It's Galena, half an ounce of Galena at 60, and a half an ounce of experimental grapefruit at 15. And 2 ounces of Laurel at Whirlpool. And that's Belgian Saison 2 yeast. That's White Labs WLP 5 at 66. So it's up pretty good. So yeah, there's everything. So right now, probably going to kind of gear up and get the IPA that I just done. Probably throw that down again. I liked it pretty good, pretty well. So I'll probably throw that down again. Yeah, I need to get that thing moved, but I keep telling you that. But everything's working. So right now I'm not gonna break it unless it needs fixing, right? So all right, I've got some video of brew day, and that's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna call it a day. I itch my shoulder, and. All right, guys. Cheers. I almost drank the whole entire pint, right? Yeah, it's pretty good. It'll clear out a little bit more, but it's pretty nice. It's a crusher. Yeah, I think I could crush it pretty easy. Probably drink a good 4 or 5 of these in a couple 10, 15 minutes. All right, guys. Cheers. All right, guys. Been kind of busy. Friday night, so I went ahead and I started a brew. I got down here a little before 6, I think. So right now I'm almost done with the mash. Let's look at that. It's the brown ale, fog up. So I'm almost done with the mash. Got a minute and a half left. I'm gonna start my mash out. So yeah, I got that sucker soaking. Clean another keg. I kegged my grisette, so it's sitting in there right now being forced carbed. So yeah, it's pretty big. So this is 0.44 ounces of Galena. It's my 60-minute bittering. This one is the 15-minute, and that's it's an ounce of Amarillo. Then this is an ounce and a half of Amarillo. This is Whirlpool. It's an ounce and a half of Amarillo, ounce of Azacca, and an ounce of Citra. So that's the hop schedule. Yeah, then that's 1968 spinning up. So I just made a starter yesterday. So really, it's not probably spinning as long as it needs to be. But this is not going to be a high gravity beer. I probably could have gotten away with not even making a starter, but I feel like I've gotten burned last few times I've used liquid yeast and not done starters, so I went ahead and put a starter, but this should be more than enough. So anyway, alright guys, more to come. Alright, just started the boil, just put in my 60-minute addition, so it's time to clean out the mash tun. It's pretty exciting stuff, right? Exciting. So I got, what is that, 40? No. So about 30 minutes ago I put in my 60-minute addition anyway. That's it. Well, I just missed my 15 minutes because I didn't turn my alarm on. So I missed about 3 minutes, so I went ahead and reset the alarm to 2 minutes and started at 15 minutes. So here we go. Here we go. There we go. So that's 1 ounce of Amarillo and Whirlfloc and yeast nutrient at Whirlpool time. Yeah, a little loud. Kill that. There we go. So Whirlpool, and that's ounce and a half of Amarillo, an ounce of Azacca, and an ounce of Citra. So I haven't checked my gravity. I've got my final gravity sitting upstairs cooling, so I can check it with a hydrometer, but I haven't checked it with a refractometer yet. But I've got about 23 minutes left in the Whirlpool, and then we'll start chilling. Chill. Quite a bit of 1968 there, so yeah. Decanted it quite a bit, but anyway, that's just under 1,000 milliliters. So I think that's good enough for a 1055-ish beer. Alright guys, cheers. Show you real quick bottling with the last straw from Northern Brewer. Yeah, pretty not that cool, right? It's not that exciting.